Hey guys, and welcome back to You and Me Time. This week's activity comes right off of my TikTok. It is the Plaster Canvas DIY. I have been seeing it everywhere and I am dying to try it. So if you've heard about it and want to give it a try, or you've never heard about it but you're intrigued, then stay tuned because we're going to tackle it right now. Alright, so for this one, you're going to need some all-purpose joint compound, some tools to spread it around with, and I went with a comb to give my designs. Oh, and obviously don't forget your canvas. So we're going to start by spreading out the joint compound. I learned pretty early on that the wooden bar in the middle of my canvas was going to be an issue for me, so I just had to do my best getting around it and still providing a nice even spread of the compound throughout. It was my first time doing this project, so there was some trial and error, but overall it really wasn't that bad. Once I was happy with how the texture looked, I got to work on my design. After failing a few times, I decided to just go with a straight line across and then cross again. I thought it looked really cool. I tried to see if I wanted to add anything else, but I kind of liked the simplicity of it, so I put it aside to dry and brought out my second canvas because why not have two options? For this one, I didn't really want to do a design. I really just liked the texture of the compound, so I tried a different approach in spreading it so that I would have more of an even spread because of that big plank in the middle. And I really like how it came out. I love the texture that I was able to give it just with this one tool, and I decided I was going to leave it at that and put it aside. Once everything was dry, it was already looking so cool, so I got to work on spray painting. My mom had a big box of spray paint in the garage, so I didn't feel the need to go and buy more. I went with this simple satin color for the first one. It was kind of boring, but it worked out, so I decided to keep it for now, let it dry, and if anything, I could always spray paint it again. So I put it aside. And then for my second one, I really wanted it to look nice and raw, so I went with a chalk gray spray paint to give it that fresh plastered look. While I was in between coats, I found this really cool metallic gold spray paint, and I said this is just a perfect opportunity and got to work on my first canvas again. It immediately looked cooler. I mean, look at how amazing it's starting to look now. The gold really brought out the textures, it brought out the design. You could just see more depth and definition with the metallic gold than with the satin. So once I was happy with how everything looked, I let them dry, and this is the final product. I love how they came out. I am so surprised at the simplicity of this project. It just takes 2 days. Everything needs to dry and settle. Have to be careful with cracking. If you put too much plaster on your canvas, it can crack, but overall the texture is amazing and it looks great wherever you hang it. Well, I don't know about you, but I loved the turnout of this project. It was so cool. My little sister was doing it along the way. My mom's ready to give it a try. If you liked it, I highly recommend because it was really easy and really fun. So thank you so much for tackling it with me, and I'll see you next week for some more You and Me Time. If you have ideas of activities or projects you'd like to see on You and Me Time, then don't forget to drop it in the comments below and hit that subscribe button.